Hello and welcome to another video review. Today is the Star Q Dinosaur Combiners. So this is the same guide I brought you this day, the Star Q Rescue Team. So yeah, here we have this set. Is the whole dinosaur combiners. We've got the Stegosaurus, the pterodactyl, the T-Rex, Triceratops, and this looks like a Brachiosaurus. Tiny, but yeah. First we're gonna do with the accessories. First we've got the feet, which are pretty good. This one is a little bit loose, but yeah, there's some motion left and right, and there's some swivel articulation on them. Also, the feet are filled up, and we've got a switch right here, which you kind of need something to. Okay, this is to. Well, you can stick them like so on the dinosaur modes, which is okay. But if you want to arm them up, mine's pretty loose as usual. And then we've got the fists, two of them, which looks pretty much like the Star Rescue Team, as in the fingers are all together and the thumb is only on a swivel. But this one has a wrist swivel, which is pretty cool. Although on my other hand, the wrist is really loose, so it's nothing that super glue can't fix. But you know. Next up, we've got some weapons, which they all combine. You can combine them into a super weapon, kind of. Well, yeah, kind of looks goofy, but hey, I'm not a gun artist. And finally, we have a whole bunch of weapons, which pretty looks like a knockoff version of the Junction Blacksmith Infinity Warfare. So we can just plug weapon wherever you want, and it gives you a huge weapon for the combined mode. So oh, and finally we've got the instructions. Each dinosaur, well, figure comes with its own instruction sheet, but every instruction sheet holds the transformation for all of the figures. So yeah, it's kind of weird. So I'm stuck with like 5 sheets of instructions, which are all the same. Anyway, they're pretty easy to transform, so we don't really need instructions. So how about we start with figure itself. So let's start with the what is it, Brachiosaurus? Yeah, there's some range of motion in the legs. You can move them. They kind of swivel. No, they don't go swivel on the side, but they go 360 with back and front. You've got the head moves, open mouth. So yeah, it's pretty much it for the dinosaur, which is kind of cool. And for transformation, what you want to do is split the back of the legs and remove the tail. The tail's gonna split open and become a shield. You will get a lot of shield out of him because of the whole figure, because almost every tails of every dinosaur except for the pterodactyl doesn't have any tail, turns into a shield. Kinda cool, but it's kinda repetitive. Alright, so now you'll get this. You flip up the feet, and then what you want to do is bring him like so and close him back and flip the foot inside. Do the same thing for the other side. Like this, and you have a filled up leg, which is nice. Next up, you have the flip the wrists, and here's a fun gimmick. Well, gimmick. It's just the transformation, which is odd. You flip this. Well, this was the how the dinosaur was. You just flip it like so. Flip the chest piece down. Twist the waist around, and then you pull the the front of the dinosaur. Oops, sorry, I was out of camera. So you just pull this out and stick it in the back like so. It gives him a huge backpack, but it's acceptable. And then you flip open the head, and there you have the Brachiosaurus transformed into his robot mode. He's pretty nice, lots of articulation. My only gripe is the waist, which doesn't peg too much, but it still holds though. So yeah, I'm gonna set him aside for now. Next up, the Brachiosaurus. I'm so mixed up in my dinosaurs. So yeah, his limbs is a little bit loose on mine, but like I said, nothing that super glue can't fix. And by that I mean like just tighten the joint, not super glue the whole leg so it won't move. So yeah, there's some swivel in the legs, back, forth, the mouth open and close, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the dinosaur. So for transformation, you just pop the tail off, and like I said, every tail's transform into a shield. This one is actually pretty good because there's spikes everywhere and it looks nice. And for transformation, you need to split the head in half like so. Flip those around, and again you just flip the legs inside. There's some tiny tabs. I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna pop the legs out. There's some tiny tabs right here, and on the toes there's another tab. You want to try to bring them inside of it. It's kind of hard and complicated with the articulation, but it does fit and it holds, which gives him some heel spurs like so. And then you want to bring the torso, snap it up, and then you flip the chest crest, and then you do like the Brachiosaurus. You just pull the backpack down, and you see those grooves fits in on the arms. Alright, then you flip the head, open the wrists, and now we have, well, here's a problem on mine. The waist is backward, so you see the waist like this, but the feet are on the other side. So I'm gonna have to unscrew the whole thing and put them backward, well, front. And now we have one dude completed. Yeah, like so. Next up, the Triceratops. He's actually pretty nice. The transformation is nice. He's one of my favorites. The only kind of thing that is weird is the legs are really close by, which is kind of odd, but yeah. So you have knee articulation, foot, which is tight, like so. Again, front leg moves. The horns can move also, but you know. So for transformation again, pop the tail off, and guess what? Another shield. Gotta get used to those. So transformation, you need to flip the legs down and bring them down. So you just close its leg like so. Then you wanna open up the heel spurs, give him some support. Finally, you just raise the arm up and open those the backpack like so. And finally, you just open the mouth and bring it down. Then you just flip the wrists, and there we have the Triceratops. There's some neat detail on the face, which kind of reminds me of the Dinobots from Beast Wars. Yep. Alright, next up, the pterodactyl. He's kind of weird, so you can see the legs like so, which is odd. All squared. Would have wished if we could flip the legs in front. Would have been nice. So for range of motion, he's got neck articulation, mouth opens and closes, wings can flip, move up and down as you want. As for the feet, go back and forth, and that's pretty much it. Transformation for this one is rather simple. You just raise those up and tab in. There's a tab right here inside of the arms. Flip, close the claws and open the fists, and yep, like so. Here we have one arm. Do the same thing for the other side, and then you flip the feet down. You can move the wings as you want, and finally you just unpeg the pterodactyl head and reveal the robot head. Robot head is kind of weird because I don't really like those giant ears thingy. I don't know why they put those there. Kind of weird. Maybe it's for pegging the arms. Yeah. Okay, I just figured one thing out. It's gonna be for the combine mode. So yeah, pterodactyl robot is done. Place him back, and finally the leader, the T-Rex. He's more of a Voyager size. Don't fall. Usually they don't fall backward. They're all pretty stable. It's just mine and the table is wobbly. So, so yeah, T-Rex. He's actually pretty good. He's got some neat motion in the feet, the knee. Although if you bend the knee too much backward, you reveal the connector peg. And then you have those small arms. There's no elbow joints. They just move like so. And then for the head, there's, well, the head is supposed to peg in the back, but you can lower it to give him some articulation and posability. And as you open the mouth, you can reveal some laser cannon, which is pretty cool. So yeah, for transformation, you want to slide the tail down and unpeg it, and as you would have guessed, it becomes a shield or a thrusting thingy, right? The next step, you see those joints right here, you gotta collapse them together, which is pretty tight because they squeak a lot and they are hard to move around. But it's a solid toy, so don't be afraid. Alright, got it. So, like so. Then you want to lower those calf protector thingy, like so. Next up, you want to unpeg the whole back. Well, first you want to open up the rib cage like so. This is going to become the back, and then you flip the arms, and as you can see underneath the arms there's a peg, and there's a peg hole right here, so you want to peg the arms inside of those. This is going to stabilize the arms. So you're almost done, so you just flip the whole thing around, and then you unpeg the arms, which is really pain because the joints are tight as hell. Alright, so you just open those up and snap them. There's a peg right here and a hole right here, and they snap real tight. Finally, you want to flip those down, and have you heard any clicking so so loud. So yeah, you just flip the arms down and flip the arms around like so. Then what you want to do is pop the head out, twist it around like so, and then you bring the whole dino head down. Now some prefers to peg the head down like this, which is a like so. Others prefer to have the head like this. Personally, for the individual robot, I like to have the head like this, and I'll show you while combined mode how I place the head and the other way around. So yeah, this is the final version, the completed transformation for the leader, the T-Rex. His mask kind of looks like a hockey mask. I don't know why. It reminds me of hockey. I don't even watch hockey, so yeah. So he's got some nice range of motion everywhere. The arms rotate and are really freaking tight. And that's it for the individual robots. So let's get down to business and transform them into their combined modes. So let's start with the T-Rex. First, you want to relieve the arms like so, and you see on the arms there's a peg and a hole there. Bringing them together like so. Same thing for the other arm. Now there's some yeah, alright. The arms just don't peg in too tight. Alright, like I said, for the head, I like to bring the head down like this, and just for the fun of it, open the mouth a little bit, so the chest kind of looks like a menacing dino head. As for the legs, bring the side panels up again, snap them on, brings the knee to the back like this, and now we have the body hole made whole. Alright, now set them aside. Oop. And go for the pterodactyl, which is an arm. So what you want to do is peg on the head, twist the legs around, and you're gonna see a gap right here in each foot. There's a gap. This is where you're gonna peg the hand, like so. And this is the hand which needs some super glue, which is okay. I'm just gonna set it aside. So for the arms, there's some peg holes on the shoulders and some pegs on the head. You wanna peg the shoulder into the head and bring the arms down like so. Do the same thing for the other side and bring the arms down, which I'm gonna give you this. Then you just flip the connector piece, open those up, well, remove the wings, and we have an arm. So it's gonna look like this. Now, before continuing, you want to unpeg the tiny arms. I like to put them up in the air, and I peg the pterodactyl wings onto the leader's backpack, which kind of looks nice in combined mode, really. So open up the wings, so it gives him a nice pair of wings. If you want, you can connect these two, which is really tight, but I'm gonna get it. Great. Alright, next up, I'm gonna do the other arm, which is the try Sirtoys. For him, you just close the mouth, back up, and flip the arms in the back. Like so. There's no peg or anything to hold those. You want to flip the connector port, and for the same thing, you just twist the legs around. You want to close the heel spurs and flip the foot back up, which mine are really tight and I'm hurting my fingers. And again, there's some peg holes inside of the legs where you peg the hand in, like so. And you're done with another arm. Let's peg it onto the torso, like so. And finally, let's take the legs transformers. So basically, you just transform him back into his robot self. So flip this like that. Open this up. Flip this down. As for the leg, you just wanna put them aside so that they don't bother. Open up the legs. Flip those. Flip those inside. And before pegging them together, you want to insert the foot connector inside of the leg where the tails originally was pegged in. Like so. Bring the feet. This goes down. Oh wait, I forgot to flip this. Alright. And connect the whole thing into a dino mode. Alright, like so. Bring the foot down. And leave the head backward. And the connector part is right here, so yeah. Ooh. This is one of the problem I have. The chest of the robot really doesn't want to peg in too much, so he just opens up a lot like this easily, way too easily for my taste. So we got one foot down, and we get the Brachiosaurus, and again, same thing, put him almost into robot mode, dino mode. Close the fists, open the chests, flip this, flip it around. Again, open the legs up. Flip those around. And again, before pegging everything inside, you want to place the foot inside of the knee. Now there's one problem, and I've seen in the forum how to fix. The pegs on the foot are way too wide, and there's screws inside of the holes which prevents for the pegging to go completely inside of it. So you need to shave off some of the pegs of the foot, because that's pretty much as far as he'll go, and he won't tab into correctly. So you just snap this like that. This. Oh. Flip those foot up. Bring the whole thing down. Right. Flip those down, and now we have another foot. This one is really loose, like I said. Some crazy glue won't hurt. And let's combine the legs. This one goes in real tight. And this one too. And now we have the combine mode for the Star Q Dino mode. Dino combiners. Which is a huge combiner. Oh, I forgot to plug his hand. Oops. Alright. Go. He's got problems staying up. Why won't you stay up? Right. So here we have the combiner. Now you're stuck with a whole bunch of shield, but there's pegs everywhere where you can put them on the arms. He can hold them. You can also assemble it with the giant weapons and peg it anywhere. There's holes everywhere on those things, so it's really like you want to. Yeah, that's for a size comparison. Let's get trusty MPO1 Megatron Optimus Prime, which is a little bit taller, really. So we have MPO1, which is a huge masterpiece figure, and the combined mode actually comes close to his shoulder, which is pretty nice. Now this set is really amazing. The plastic quality is top notch. It's super durable. This thing, the whole thing could fall off my high shelf, and I wouldn't even be afraid of it like breaking. The plastic quality is amazing. Like I said, there's a lot of joints which are loose, which is okay because it's an easy fix with some crazy glue or a nail polish, whatever you choose, which I'm really gonna do for a lot of joints on them. Also, obviously, they kind of looks like the G1 Dinobots, which I've seen lots of redecos all on the internet, which are amazing, and I really want to repaint the whole set, but without touching anything. Sure, he does need some detailing, but he still looks pretty great for a combiner without any add-on. He looks nice. I highly recommend this figure. I paid $75 from Sirtoys plus shipping, and I am not disappointed. He is awesome. There's articulation everywhere. He's top quality plastic. He's a nice figure. So if you haven't bought this set yet, I really urge you to go and get it. It's a nice set. The prices just come for like what, $15 a piece for each limb. They cost less than deluxe Hasbro version of toys. And they combine to are such a great monster. I've seen also modes of a beast mode where you can transform him into the whole combiner into a giant beast, which is nice. There's a whole lot of playability with this guy. My only problem is that he keeps his the leader head for the combined mode head. I would have wished another head, bigger maybe, to fit on top, but he's still pretty awesome. So go get it. Highly recommend this guy. Thank you.